Hey everyone, it's Hammy, and when Taco Bell was founded in 1962, its menu only had 6 items. Also, because Mexican food wasn't that well known, all of the items even have phonetic pronunciations next to them. That's charming. I love history. The beauty of this menu is that it's so simple that you can make just about every single item here at home. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. And no, I'm not going to make them better, and no, I'm not going to make them fancier. We're going for accuracy, we're going for simplicity here. After watching this video, you'll be able to make every menu item quickly and easily, as long as you don't mind making a small investment when it comes to prep. Before I get to the 6 tasty menu items, I'm going to do a little dive into various special ingredients that you're going to need, but I'm positive that you'll be able to find all of them at your local grocery store. That said, this video does have chapters, so feel free to jump around wherever you like. Alright, let's talk about taco meat first. Taco Bell meat can be made from any sort of ground meat, any animal, or even using vegetarian or vegan alternatives. But me, I'm going for accuracy here, so I'm using 80-20 beef because I think it's just greasy enough to pay homage to Taco Bell. I fry it up in a non-stick griddle, and I mash it with this cool spatula that I've got here. Some recipes have you drain the beef, but I'm leaving the fat in. Like I said, some grease is good. I'm also going to let the meat get real crispy. I think it tastes way better that way. Now, Taco Bell does make their own taco seasoning, but one of my cooking conspiracy theories is that all taco seasoning is more or less the same. So I'm using McCormick, but use whatever your favorite brand is. It should work here. Once the beef is richly golden brown, sprinkle on the seasoning. Also add about 1/3 cup of water. Then cook it until your meat comes together. I always cook off at least a pound, because you can store it in an airtight container for a week, or months if you freeze it. That's done. You'll also need Taco Bell sauce, which just about every grocery store has nowadays, but you can definitely score it online. Or you can save up packets when you go to Taco Bell. Whatever works. My favorites are hot, green, and Diablo. Some dishes will require onion and lettuce. Slice off a little from your head of iceberg, run your knife one way, and then the other. Shreds. Nice. For onions, slice it in half pole to pole, peel off the skin, then slice radially. Then you can mince those down a bit. Mom, if you're watching this video, please fast forward a little. I do not want you to see this. Okay, I think she's gone. So I'm Mexican American, and this may sound sacrilegious, but I think you can get pretty good refried beans out of a can. This didn't used to be the case. I remember when they sucked, but Rosarita traditional style refried beans are really tasty and much easier than making refried beans from scratch. One of the reasons they're so tasty is because they contain lard. But Rosarita does make vegetarian style beans if you opt for that sort of thing. So this is the 1962 menu, so I'm going to pronounce these items like someone in 1962. First up, frijoles. I make these a lot because they're a great snack, especially during movie nights. Take some refried beans, spread them in a bowl, sprinkle on some onion, drizzle on some Taco Bell sauce, and top with shredded cheese. Pop these in the microwave for anywhere from 45 seconds to 1:30 depending on your oven, and you can serve these as a side dish, but I think they're excellent as a dip for chips. Definitely try this one at least once. It's so simple and incredibly satisfying. Burrito. Here's another one I make at least a few times a week. Grab a medium or large tortilla, spread on some beans near one edge, leaving a little bit of space. Top with your sauce of choice, sprinkle on some onions, and some cheese. The order doesn't really matter here. Fold over one end, fold over the sides, and then roll that sucker up. Place them in a non-stick pan with a tiny bit of spray, and cook them seam side down. Cook until they're lightly golden, about a minute or two, over medium-high heat. Flip and cook them on the other side. The beauty of these burritos is you can freeze them on a sheet pan, then move them to a Ziploc bag once they're rock hard. And then you can heat them up directly from the freezer. If you are making a fresh one, microwave your burrito for 1 minute. If you're cooking a frozen one, cook it anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. But you really can't mess this up. I love making my own Taco Bell burritos because I like going heavy on the cheese. And I'm not a huge burrito guy, but there are a few things as satisfying as a Taco Bell bean burrito. Up next is taco. Now, I don't know what the most popular item was in 1962, but I'm willing to bet my limited edition Godzilla Taco Bell cup, valued at $44, that it was the original crunchy taco. I'm not a huge fan of these. They never really grabbed me, but they are easy to make. Taco Bell makes their own shells, but I'm positive you'll get similar results with just about every other taco shell on the market. Warm up some of that taco meat we made, top it with some shredded lettuce, and some miscellaneous cheese. Aesthetically, this is pretty just to look at. It's okay, I guess, but it's not as good as Tostada. Take a tostada shell. These are pretty easy to find nowadays. Carefully spread on some beans, ladle on some sauce, and some cheese. Take the tostada and nuke it for 30 seconds. Then, top it with lettuce. That way, you get hot cheesy beans and a smack of fresh lettuce at the end. The original does lettuce, then cheese, and I think that's nonsense. I think this makes way more sense. Sorry, Glenn, your original recipe wasn't very good. Rest in peace, homie. Before we get to the next menu item, which is also my favorite, why not take a second and like the video? And also let me know what your go-to Taco Bell order is in the comments. I'm always curious to see what people order when they go to Taco Bell. Keep in mind though, I will be judging you on your choices, so choose wisely. Up next, Enchirito. That's wrong. The pronunciation of that sounds awful. It's half enchilada, half burrito, right? I've always pronounced it Enchirito, not Enchirito. My way makes way more sense, right? I guess I was wrong. Man, Glenn, you were one crazy white boy. Your Spanish wasn't very good, but you did conceive one of the best fast food items of all time, the Enchirito, which sadly I don't think Taco Bell even makes anymore. So it used to be one of my go-tos. Luckily, it is super simple to make. Take a warm flour tortilla, spread on some beans, less than you'd use for a burrito, then top with meat, diced onions, sauce, and cheese. Roll it up just like a burrito. Grab a small dish and spread on some sauce. Place a burrito in that hot sauce puddle. I always make at least 2 at a time. Top with more sauce and some cheese. Take your enchiritos and nuke them for 1:30 to 2 minutes. The original puts sliced olives on top. I think that's gross. You can do that too though if you want, but as far as I'm concerned, olives, raisins, and peas are always optional ingredients. Now I know all the Latinos watching are ready to revoke my Mexican card already, but honestly, I would rather have this than an actual enchilada. Definitely try this one. Like everything else on the 1962 menu, it's way tastier than it has any right to be. Bellburger. Okay, this is one of those menu items that's also a fun piece of trivia. Like, did you know Taco Bell used to sell hamburgers? Did you know McDonald's used to sell pizza? Did you know Colonel Sanders shot a man? All true. Alright, the Bellburger. Sorta like a Sloppy Joe, not to be confused with the Bell Beefer. Bell Beefer, Bellburger. Bellburger, Bell Beefer. To make a Bellburger, take a burger bun. I like these smaller ballpark ones. I'm gonna lightly toast them, then spread on sauce of choice, some lettuce, and some meat. You could eat this as is, but I'm gonna do the old McDonald's trick and wrap it in a moist paper towel and nuke it for 30 seconds. It kind of makes everything a little bit more homogeneous and warm and tasty. It's not bad, but I'd recommend adding cheese to this, even if it's not true to the original recipe. Anyway, that's the original 1962 Taco Bell menu. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it, and I hope that you'll try out some of these very simple recipes. In the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and tell me what classic fast food menu I should adapt next. Thanks for watching. Bye!